Hi everybody, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is going to be our June setup in my Pocket Moleskine Daily. I'm excited because I absolutely adore this theme. If you've watched my Everyday Carry setup, you saw the theme already, but I'm in love with her. I know I say that every month when I pick a theme, but I really am in love with this one. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this content, and if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, welcome back. Thanks for spending this time with me. All right, let's jump in, shall we? Because we have a little bit more than a week to set up. We're gonna take our beautiful May messy hair, don't care. Remember my tinsel hair that I was like freaking out about? We're trying to decide if I was gonna dye it or not. We're tossing her out. We are Friday the 31st today, so I hope to edit this and have it up by tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can do that. Here is our June theme. Isn't she gorgeous? Trying not to get the glare, but here we are. Isn't she beautiful? The pinks and the purples. Oh, I'm in love with her. When I did my Everyday Carry theme, because you guys know on my Everyday Carry, I closed out the previous week and set up the next week. And for there, I needed to go ahead and move into June. So those who saw that video got a sneak peek of what the theme was going to be. And I mentioned that she reminds me of the girl from Saved by the Bell, and her name, because all of you helped me figure it out, the show was Saved by the Bell, and this girl reminds me of Jess, the tall girl with the curly hair. Yeah, that's what she reminds me of for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but at any rate, we're gonna go ahead and set up our June, and again we have Saturday, Sunday, and then we're going to go all the way through Sunday. So we're going to do a few extra days. So I'm just going to put this here to make sure that I don't go past that. As a matter of fact, let's take this out because I've been having issues. You guys know this with this curve. You remember? I don't know. I feel like it's way more than last time. So what did I do last time? I think I put something underneath, right? Let me grab something to make it flat. All right, I'm getting some Post-it. Sorry for the shakiness to put underneath. I think one is enough. Hopefully that works to keep it even. All right, this is Tombow 673. This is Orchid in the Tombow list of what color it is. It is Orchid 673. I chose this because it's picking up this purpley color. And we're just gonna dig in, shall we? Oh yeah, that's so much better to take it out. So, drama for your mama. You guys ready? In case you didn't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because my dorkiness is really plays out there when I get in the mood to do stories. But if you were one of the few people who watched the Everyday Carry when it first got dropped, you would know, and following up on that, you would know that I doxed myself. And what that means is I accidentally showed some very personal financial, credit card, bank account information and had no clue I had done it. So let me explain myself, shall we? First and foremost, I recorded this video late, the Everyday Carry, and when I was editing it, I had a lot of interruptions. And normally, like, the way it works is I record it, I start to edit it, and the first round is kind of just a basic edit. I'm going through and like editing out all the dead space, and then I edit my ums if I have too many ums or whatever, right? And then I go through and watch it one more time for a final edit, and then I upload it to YouTube, and before I release it to the public, I watch it one more time, and if I catch anything, then I go back to edit whatever piece needs to be edited out. All right, there's our orchid. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you guys can see the color of that. It's so pretty. So again, that whole day when I was editing, I had some things going on, and so I wasn't like totally paying attention. And then on top of that is I was having a really hard time uploading that video to YouTube. And so the way that I do it is once I start to upload, I schedule the release of the video a week ahead. So like today, for instance, I would not, even though I know I'm going to release it tomorrow, when I schedule the video as it's uploading, I say I'm going to release it like June 6th. That way there's no way it gets posted until I do a final watch. I hope that makes sense. So this particular day, I was uploading the video, and it was literally, it had taken the whole night and it was still at 30%. And I'm like, something's wrong with this, whatever. I kept it to upload. I had a 10 a.m. meeting that morning. Was it 10? I think it was. I had, again, thought that I had had it scheduled for a week in advance. It's just what I standard do. And so I come back from my meeting. It's about, I don't know, noonish at this point. And one of the girls who follows me, one of my subscribers, she commented, and I get an alert via email when somebody comments on the YouTube channel. And she commented, and I'm like, what is she commenting on? I haven't released the video. And I start to panic, like, oh shit. So I go and look, and it's like already been released. And I'm like, how did that happen? There was no thumbnail. Nothing had been finalized with this video when it got released. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm rushing to add the thumbnail, to do whatever I needed to do to make it be the kind of, video that is standard with me. And I was like, okay, great. I uploaded the thumbnail, like, okay, we're good. An hour later, I get an email, a private email, because if you guys go to my website, or I think it's on YouTube, you can see that I have an email that you can email me at. And I get an email from a follower, a subscriber named Tracy, and she's like, Noelia, you just showed all, oops, I need to do the underlining first. Let's set that aside. What happened? Didn't I not do the underlining? Oh, I must have skipped these 2 days. She sends me an email, mind you, at I don't know what time she sent me the email, but I saw it at 1:45. I literally had 5 minutes before I had to leave to drive to an appointment that was going to be an hour-long appointment. And she sends me an email, and she's like, girlfriend, you just showed your entire credit card, checking accounts, everything, all the numbers. And she gave me the exact moment that I did it. So I'm like, this can't be right, because this can't be right. And sure enough, I go, and yes, I immediately panic. I immediately go and take the video down, set it to private. And I'm like, oh my God. And I go to see how many people have watched it. And at that point, at 1:45, there was 250 people who watched it. And I'm like, oh my God. And so I literally had 5 minutes to go into, because it was two of my main credit cards, my checking account, and 2 of my main savings accounts, my FSA and my HRA. All those numbers, expirations, codes, everything was released. So the first thing I did was take the video down. The second thing I did, why am I missing a schedule somewhere? We'll take this one. The second thing I did was immediately go online to get my cards canceled and reissued. And then I was thinking, my bank account isn't a big deal. Like, who cares? What are people going to do? Deposit money into my account? And so I called my private wealth banking people, and they're like, no, girl, we need to close out your checking and savings that were shown, because people can write checks and pass them through your account. So I had to, again, in the span of my 10-minute drive from my house. The 2 credit cards I was able to close out because I have online access. The checking account and the savings account, I was able to close the accounts. So in a span of 10 minutes, everything was basically stopped and canceled and replaced. But I was just like, I couldn't believe that I had been so careless, because I'm so vigilant on stuff like this. In all the years that I have shared my videos with you guys, I have never had that kind of carelessness with a video. Thankfully, the girl who commented, had she not commented, I would not have known that it was up. And then thank God, Tracy, if you're out there, thank you. I offered to send her wine, but she's in a state where I can't send her wine. So I got to figure out a different thing to send her. But she saved my life. My last video has almost 4,000, I think, for my Everyday Carry series. Can you imagine if nobody would have told me and 4,000 people were to see my credit card and all my account information? Oh my God, I'm such a nerd, you guys. I am such a nerd. So that was the drama. I doxed myself. And the good news is, listen, I took it in stride. I was very thankful, because it's different to me accidentally releasing that information versus having somebody steal your information. I knew that I had made the mistake, right? And was super careless. So there was some comfort there, I guess. And then I figured the 240 or 250 people that watched are probably subscribers. I doubt anybody would be malicious and steal my info. Like I said, thankfully I had a beautiful, amazing, caring subscriber immediately find a way to contact me and alert me of this. And within literally seconds of that email, I was able to close out the 2 main credit cards, 3 accounts that were the primaries at my bank. And then the other 3 cards was my expense card, my work expense card, and 2 medical cards, which nobody would have been able to use anyways. So just the checkings and the 2 credit cards were kind of the 3 when you count my work one. So yeah, you guys, that was the drama on Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. But yeah, that was my fun start of the week. How was your week, you guys? My word, today's Friday. So like I said, I hope to have this video up. Thankfully, I don't have anything confidential in my pocket. My pocket is simply my kind of tracking of the day, what I did, how many hours I worked, etc. But man, that was a situation. And I think the only difference here, the only, I think, unpleasant thing about this whole situation is just that, you know, when somebody steals your credit card information, you just cancel the card, a new card is issued, whatever, right? And then any kind of like things that are connected to that card, you just redo. My checking accounts and my savings have specific direct deposits from specific places. That was the sucky part, like having to contact my work and be like, hey, this happened, I'm a dork, please, let's redo my direct deposits and XYZ. All right, these are the stickers that I created to match her hair, or the florals in her hair. So I wanted to pick up those purples, hot pinks. So that's one. This is, I think, the main one I'm gonna use. And then this one I also like because it picks up some of that pink. So we'll play around and see what we like, but that is pretty much what we're doing. So let's first go to our tracker, and we're gonna kind of do, let's put this underneath. Is that gonna work? We're gonna need 2 of these maybe to keep it flat. The things we do. All right, so keeping with the theme, we do the 2 little stripy stripes. And again, we're using 673. I'm always afraid that it's gonna jump. Sorry, I get quiet because like I need to concentrate. Okay, so now we're gonna do florals. Let's try one of these and see if it works. So anyways, yeah, that was the only of everything that went down. It was pretty easy to handle. The only thing that was difficult was that there were some direct deposits that are a little bit more. Should I cut that just a tad? I think so. Shit, I should have done it while. Sorry, I'm having a mouth on me today. I'm being a little sassy. All right, hopefully that will work. And it'll be a little. That's fine. That's perfect, right? Very simple this month. The florals, when you have florals, you really don't need a lot. Look how pretty that is. God, that's so pretty. This theme is so gorgeous, you guys. All right, let's go to the monthly. We are in June. Can you believe we're in June, you guys? Like, what the heck is going on? God, I don't want to grow up. I don't want to adult. I just want to be. Remember when we were kids and we used to say, oh, I want to be a grown-up. I can't wait till I'm a grown-up. I lied. I want to go back. I didn't know. I didn't know what it was to have to be a grown-up. Boo. All right, we're going to use these big ones because they kind of have the purpley and the pinky. So the difference between these, I'm gonna have a little bit of a hard time. Normally, okay, you guys, I'm all over the place. Can you tell my ADHD is like through the roof? Okay, so normally I do when I cut stickers, I offset it by like 0.15. And what offsetting does, I don't know if you can see this, it cuts, an offset gives it, let me see, it gives it like a bubble around the actual image. This one, I don't know what, I was in a rush and I didn't do an offset. So it just basically outlined right to the, you know what I mean? Like, so the little leaves are gonna be not hard, but certainly difficult to lift. So because I didn't offset it. Normally I offset. So we're just gonna do this. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good time and it's just perfect. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? I'm in love with her. I'm in love with you, Jess from Saved by the Bell. I'm sure that's not who she is or who inspired this photo. Okay, let's now go and decorate, shall we? I don't think I need these now because, all right, so let's just, there's June and there's June. And now we're gonna go put our florals in June. I think this is where we need this one. Just one is enough. Anyways, so yeah, I doxed myself. I'm a dork. We know this about me. If you're new and you don't know this about me, welcome to the show. I'm a dork. I'm gonna cut these because I know some of these I want at the top. So because I did some of these, which I really, really like these ones. For instance, we take this little guy and we put it here. It just fits perfectly. And then you're having, I should have done this, Noelia. I'm telling you, I should have offset it because it's gonna take a little bit more time to take it off perfectly, but here we are, people, here we are. So anyways, that is that on my front. Do we like that? I like it. I just need to be more spread out instead of so close to that. So we'll just play around with some of these. Let me get some of these. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right ones. Okay. Thankfully, we have a few to play around with, so it'll be interesting. So yeah, so now I'm going to be really vigilant when I do my everyday carries, because clearly that one time just completely, all it takes is one time and everything is out there. And then I told my daughter, I'm like, should I just leave it up now that everything's changed? She's like, no, Mom, you need to take it down. I'm like, okay. So I did. Took it down. Took my love and took it down. Is that the song? I love that song. Landslide, Stevie Nicks. Okay, let's do some of these big ones because I knew I wanted to do some big ones. I feel like they're not big enough. I might have cut them too high because you want it to fill all this space. Yeah, we got to do it upside down so that the leaves have a place to go. I have all these stickers and I'm just going bonkers trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I hope that you guys have had a good week and that your start of June is going to be amazing. Oh, we just got that taken out. So let's do, there we go. We'll make it look like it's supposed to be there. Let's get another one of these big guys. Should I do like a frequently asked questions area? Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Because a lot of you, I think people who are new to my channel, they see, like I got so many questions on my everyday carry, I believe from new people asking where I got this and if I sell it. So I'm going to kind of say this again, and then I'm going to figure out if on my YouTube page, I will definitely do it on my Instagram page. I think there's a highlight that I can do a highlight reel that says frequently asked questions. And that way you can go there if something I say isn't jiving. I didn't think I was going to use these big ones, and here I am using the big ones because I like them a little bit more. I don't think I made a lot of big ones. Did I? Maybe I did. And so somebody asked, well, not somebody, a lot of people ask if I can sell these, and I can't. And here's why. It's not my artwork, you guys, first and foremost. I find these either on Pinterest or on Google, and oftentimes it's just an image. I don't even know who the artist is, because if I did, I would link the artist. Especially like last year for Christmas, I found it was a Google search. If you look at my Christmas one, it was a Google search, and I was able to actually buy that image from the artist on Etsy. And because it was an artist that sold their themes, I could share it with you guys and be like, hey, I bought it from this artist. And then a lot of you guys went to the artist and purchased other artwork from them, which is great. I loved that. Oops, that's a little low, but whatever. That's perfect. I love when you guys are able to support artists like that. I want that, clearly. But a lot of these images are just like images that somebody uploaded, and there's no tag as to who it is. So for those of you who are new and don't know this, when I choose a theme, last year I didn't do this until somebody recommended it. One of my subscribers recommended it. So when I choose a theme, I created a board on Pinterest that you can go download the theme. Now, it's the theme that I found. For instance, this one I found and I didn't do anything to it. Put it into Canva, added my June number here and month, and that's it. For, let me see, let me show you last month's. For May, she was just a photo. Obviously I added May, but I added these little dots, these polka dots, because I needed to create something that would tie in to the theme. I always create stickers. So this sticker, it was just a red blob to kind of go with the polka dots. And then I used scribbly line to kind of replicate her hair so that it makes sense, right? So when I put this image on Pinterest, it's just the image. It's not all the embellishments that I add on Canva so that I can coordinate my stickers, right? So like I said, this month, I just took the image and kept her. I didn't add anything because I knew that I would be able to find or create stickers that are floral that would go with my theme. I hope that makes sense, you guys. So yeah, so you will be able to find this in my Pinterest board starting today when it gets uploaded on June 1st. And that way, if you want to download her and create a theme with her, you are able to do that. Okay, there is June 1st, 2nd. There's all of our beautiful florals to Sunday, June 9th. So we have the whole month, the whole first week of June, and then we have June here, and June here, and there is our beautiful girl. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so now our last step is adding our little June thing. Side note, guys, I had a We Are Memory Keepers crocodile corner cruncher, and it died on me last weekend, right? Because yeah, it died on me last weekend. So I had to go online and order a new one, and it's this little dogger, and I'm not sure if I like it. So the one that I use is R7, and it's not as precise as the crocodile one from We Are Memory Keepers, but alas, it's gonna have to do. Okay, Noelia, get your stuff together. All right, let me get tape and we will get that down. All right, I had to get the tape, and we're gonna hopefully do this correctly because I always screw this part up. Did I? There's a little bit of a gap there. Why does it feel like this is not working? Okay, I was having a little bit of struggle bus right there because for whatever reason it wasn't lining up, so I had to cut a little bit of the edge and did it while I was off camera. So it's a little shorter than I would like, but it is what it is. It's still there, it's still happy. I don't know if I'm gonna have to redo it. I probably will because my OCD is not gonna let me just let it go. It's just part of my issue, and I've literally did this off camera because it's freaking me out. But I have to let it go. Although my brain, so I want you guys, some of you giggle and you're like, oh, I'm OCD too, and it's like a funny little joke. For me, it is a mental illness. Like when I say it, I'm not joking. It's a real deal. So like before I'm adding this clip here, I have been 10 minutes off camera trying to figure it out, and then came on camera and I ended up peeling it out. And the reason is this side, just so you know how my brain works, this side is pretty much even. Do you see that? That's even. But do you see the gap here? I can't let it go. My brain will not allow it to let it go. And there's times where the medication, yes, it works and it helps me not be so overly fixated. But today, for whatever reason, possibly because I've been under a lot of stress, I am fixated on this. So I'm not going to be able to continue on camera with this. I'm going to probably go, once I'm done with the video, I will be able to go back when I'm not filming to fix it, because my brain right now is fixated on it. And if I allow myself, I'll end up just completely tossing this video because of this one section at the end of the video. So for those of you who watch and have been with me for a while, you know that when I say I have OCD, it's not me joking and playing around like, oh, yay. It is something that I struggle with, and most of the time I'm able to kind of overlook it. For whatever reason today, because maybe I've been stressed, this is really causing an issue with me. But I'm not going to tear it out right now. I'm going to wait till I'm off camera. I do have an extra one for the event that something like that happens. I have an extra one set aside. So that's that. All right. I'm just letting you know the struggle that really does happen at times, and this is one of those moments. So I'm sorry if you can see the difference in takes, but I'm just going to move along. So let's just go and do our little banking. And also, if you guys, Belle, my daughter, was making me laugh. I do that. That's kind of like a self-soothing. My little doot, 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 doot. It's a little self-soothing technique. And Belle was laughing the other day because I was editing last week, and I do it often in my video. Sometimes it's not that bad and I leave it in. Most times I do it 3 or 4 times in a video. And Belle was laughing. She's like, you should keep those and do like an outtake video of you doing it like in every video. I thought that was funny. I'm like, I don't think so, girlfriend. There would be a 5-hour video of me singing doot, 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 doot. But if you guys are longtime subscribers, you know this about me already. So thank you for being with me and tolerating my craziness and enjoying my craziness. For those of you who enjoy it, thank you. All right, let's get all these out of the way. I'm going to turn the page. I'm sorry, I have to, otherwise it's going to freak me out. Okay, so let's move these aside and let's go into my monthly and just see. I don't think there's anything happening that first week. Actually, there is. So let's go to the 6th. The 6th, here we are. We have a 4 p.m. And then we have on the 7th, we have a 10:30 Zoom. Okay. And I think that's it for now. For that first week, we're kind of really chill, right? I think so, guys. I think that is it for now. So here is our beautiful June theme. Hello, beautiful girl. I'm going to start calling her Jess because every time I see her, I think of Saved by the Bell, you guys. I can't help it. All right, so there's our beautiful theme. Again, here is our June tracker ready to go. And then our June monthly ready to go. I need to update this, so I'll probably do that off camera. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this plan with me for our June theme and my Pocket Moleskine Daily. Again, if you are new here and you love this kind of content, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, thanks so much for taking time and spending it with me. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday and rest of the week. I will see you next time. Bye.